So we'll talk a little about, I guess, exploring death in dreams. Again, not for everyone. Maybe I'm a bit morbid. I used to think about my death a lot, even when I was a little young kid, I was always fascinated by dead things on the side of the road and where the thing that was in them went. So I guess I can see why this has happened. But you can use your lucid dreams to explore death. So often when we're in a nightmare and the dream persona is being threatened, we will, try and wake up from the nightmare. We'll change the dream. You can kind of give into the experience of dying in the dream. So it might be like something is eating me and I'm dying, or something shoots me and I die. Now, it's a hard thing to do because it does kind of challenge us on a lot of emotional levels. But dreams I've had where I've kind of relinquished into my death in the dream have definitely given me some insights into maybe what will happen to me when I actually die. Maybe they're fantasies and fabrications. I'm kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out with a lot of these things, and I think that's a good way to be. But again, I'll give you a kind of short, sharp dream without kind of, going on and on and on and being very boring, as you can when you talk too much about your dreams. But to give an example, I am in the dream and there are helicopters and it's kind of like a little bit apocalyptic. They're kind of coming in, they're going to drop bombs on us or something like that. We're at a school. So I'm in this situation which we could interpret as a nightmare. Now, I realize I'm dreaming, and as they drop the bombs, instead of running, I just relax and I'm just going to die, and I'm going to be present as I die. So the bombs drop, the whole scene kind of explodes, and I let go of my dream body, and my dream body is kind of burned away and destroyed. But I maintain neutral emotionality and I stay focused. And then as this happens, everything kind of drops away and dissolves away. Everything's this white light, and it's like, and there's like this, I think I'll call like a rainbow-like element to it, like kind of when, a prism has rainbow light. It's like everything kind of turns into this light. Like, I guess I don't have a body at this point. There's just this light, like a white light, but then there's also this weird rainbow quality to it. My attention is super sharp, like nearly like my mind feels hyper aware and hyper focused. And there's this really like strong feeling of kind of like understanding something and joy. And then I have that experience, and then the dream dissolves. I'm lying there in bed. I relax, kind of feeling that experience of what happened. And then I kind of go into my day. But that kind of feeling kind of comes with me for the day. And as it comes with me for the day, it definitely like changes the way I am as a person. Like I'm more present, I'm more grateful. There's a sort of clarity of mind. It's not so dull sometimes when we're tired and we're busy. So how I would kind of put this forward for you guys to explore is, if you're in a challenging nightmare that you've had repetitively, maybe you have become lucid and changed the nightmare or changed the situation. If there are dreams that you feel that you could let go instead and die with that situation, which is a personal choice of what that's going to be and what dream that might be, I think that's a super useful way to kind of explore kind of experiences without dreams, without self. Kind of, they become, really, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of an experience which is kind of very hard to put into words because we don't have the object-subject experience. Another way to do this is also kind of dissolving yourself in the dream. So I tend to fall backwards through the dream into a void and kind of give up my body, and then that can often lead to sort of quite profound types of dreams where there's not really an object or a subject. There's this presence, there's this light, So there's many ways to go about it. The big thing is kind of like we give up the idea of this dream self in the dream. We kind of let go into something, and we stay present, and we let go of fear. So I would definitely advise you guys to play around with it. It can be really profound. You can have experiences which can stay with you for many decades. It's a good way to kind of lead you into the big question dreams and those kind of things, and even exploring your sort of your own death, you know, like you're going to die eventually. We're all going to die. You know, however we die, we're going to have a breath and then we're not going to take another one. Our next breath won't come. Our heart will stop. All things will cease to function. We will begin to go internal, losing contact with the external world, and then something might happen. Who knows? Something might not happen. But I think it's a really useful thing as a person to kind of explore that in a safe way in the realm of lucid dreams. So that, I mean, when that day comes, if you're conscious and it's a good death, you can explore that in a way and kind of, you know, it could be quite cathartic for you. But again, it's sort of just with faith, what your faith are, all these sorts of things. But ultimately, it's kind of like up to you to kind of play with this as a tool and not just follow blind faith, but also have this idea of exploring what that would actually mean for you as a person, and then taking that knowledge or those experiences when you do have them and kind of transforming them, transmitting them into your waking existence and using that to live a better life.